The first way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
From the gun, Bigsby. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Bigsby once more. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year cornerback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass. And
right away, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Here's McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who might play.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jihad Campbell from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's Fields. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge, who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Fields. Now he's going to step up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tershawn Wharton able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I'll tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Wisely will throw that one away. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Miami set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. 3rd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Disling, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A run here with Bigsby. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Dances by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner.
Now inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brandon McManus for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now Fields. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 2nd and 7. One play action. Fields. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jihad Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, McCarthy. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Down the sideline he goes.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Here's 3rd and 9. McCarthy operating from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On the carry, Bigsby. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fields. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Fields. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Throwing again, McCarthy. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. There they'll play action. Here's McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. But a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Up the middle, it's Marks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Bigsby. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw McCarthy. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Dolphins first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
It's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cowboys offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him to first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Give to Bigsby on the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Out of the gun, Fields. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Here's Fields. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
To throw is Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Short throw to Smith. Oh, able to avoid him. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Cowboys offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Justin Fields
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So now here come the Dolphins.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This one caught by Davis. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Marks.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
The first carry now. This is Lacey.
Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They run it again with Lacey.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Lacey. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Lacey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion left is Higgins. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Lacey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Able to slither by.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dolphins offense returning to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This 2nd and 4. To the air with McCarthy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Malik Neighbors.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Nifty move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games.
It's one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's held in Chicago. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
We send him left out of the slot. Stroud throwing here on first. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40 with 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Dax Hill up for the stop. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Finds his man. It's to Mario Douglas. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Philadelphia.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a design run. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Wow, Brock, he missed it. An easy kick, but he mishit it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Running it here with Giddens. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him an out to pick up the 1st down. We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Mayfield on the keeper. Behind the line, he lost that football. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Now Mayfield. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Pierce. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Run here with Giddens. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Mayfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't...
Stroud is hit. The ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, Brock, the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down, here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Mayfield to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the gun. This connects with Higgins. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now carry by Giddens. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's on target to Pierce. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Giddens. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
This is Giddens. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We go with a design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears get the game's first points here in the second. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Another run for Vidal. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Up the middle, Vidal. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Brown on the inside give. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. And they'll pitch it out to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's a design boot. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
To the air, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Thomas snags it over the middle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Baker. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
And the Bears are down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Mevis able to knock it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tyrone Tracy now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Ben Johnson doing a last bit of coaching here as the Bears return to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mayfield sucks it, starts running. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right up the gut. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Baker now. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 16 yards. That's another. Bears.
This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now here's Mayfield. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops, huh? Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Nevis with a point after. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Nevis ready to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On play action, here's Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. It wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Now here he goes. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Stroud. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Bears about set for their next possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't. You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
No question, this guy is a student of the game, and he's putting in the study hours, researching any weakness in these linemen and taking advantage of it. Once we hit game day right here, Kate, the students become the teacher, and what a lesson he's performing.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. 1st down throw by Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you've got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of them into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Piniero's kick is good. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their 1st points of this game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and DJ Giddens ready for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running it here with Giddens. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Dumping this underneath. It's Giddens. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back in the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Run here with Giddens. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Mayfield now from the gun. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Matt Hawk will kick it away. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. Catch made over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Taking a shot deep here. Well, they took their shots, went unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Rolling into enemy territory. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Chicago getting set to take the field down. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Bears. This is Giddens. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Pressure coming. Baker. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Brown with a return here. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. From the gun, Stroud. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air, Stroud. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. There's in the nickel, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a give to Vidal. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
5-yard gain on the play.
Stroud from the pistol. He's got it at the 5. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
Eagles 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Tracy on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Design quarterback run here. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. From the gun, Mayfield. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. 1st down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long, and they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. this on fourth down. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move.
And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
This one is up and good. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Stroud to throw on 1st down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's brought down at the line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And dose of the hurry up here. 1st down throw by Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They kick the running back in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going for it himself. And they bring him down around the 34. Looking quickly here. They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working quickly here. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rydell trying this up the gut. He dodged the tackle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud now. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. Offense to the line fast. They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. And at this point, you may as well go for it every chance, right? They're leaving the offense out there. Stroud's going to throw for it. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Line up the design keeper. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.